Hello everybody, it's John here. It is March the 13th, 2024. It's about 70 degrees out right at the moment. And I'm getting back into my A hive here. I was in it 11 days ago on the 2nd, and they were really booming so good with brood at such an early time in the season so far. So I wanted to get back in there just to see by chance if they've maybe tried to make a swarm cell, queen cell. The dowel rods, they are building to it. I hope they continue to connect to it all the way down so that it'll make this comb a little stiffer and maybe help when with heavy honey tilting it a little so that I don't crack the comb and cause comb collapse. This thing is just full of bees again, and they have got a lot of drone, and they had a lot of drone 11 days ago, but I think a lot of that is hatching out. See several drone here on this frame right here. And on the other side too, there's quite a bit. And look at the brood. I'm just barely into the hive. I'm 3 bars in, and they've already got brood on both sides of this comb. Again, the queen has been putting brood just anywhere she can find it. This is the smallest hive I have, and it's usually the busiest, especially this time of year, because the sun hits it very well, and so the bees get active a lot earlier than the rest of them. And like I say, this one here has the most amount of brood in it so far. This is a new comb I put in 11 days ago with the dowel rod, and they built out this much in the brood area. And I was hoping that it would give the queen a little bit more areas to lay. Let's make sure she's on here. But they have really, there's a lot of eggs and larvae in there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but for no more comb than is on there, they've got it full of larvae and eggs. It goes all the way down to, I'm surprised I don't even see the queen on here. This is fresh comb, so I need to be careful. Really the most important thing I was wanting to check today is see by chance if there's any queen cells. We are so early. In the season, but they are also busy because of our weather we've had. There's a queen cell started right here, queen, but there's nothing in it yet. But there is a queen cup, I guess they call that. Just a week ago, not even 7 days ago, the trees, all of them, for some reason just started blooming. Tulip trees, Bradford pears, redbuds are even blooming, and they're all at once. And I still think that's kind of strange. I thought they kind of spread out a little bit over time. But the weather has been doing some crazy things. Here we have another queen cup. It's very hard to see in there, but it doesn't look like there's an egg in there yet, a larvae. But they are building another queen cup there. Another heavy frame full of brood. got quite a bit of pollen and nectar on it. I think I counted it up one time. You know, there could easily be 1,500 bees on one frame here. 1,500 new bees coming on a frame of brood. Another new frame I put in the brood area. And again, they've built it out this far so far. And in this one, they're just putting nectar. Getting down to the end here, I added 4 empty bars, I think, at the very end. This one is just almost full of honey. And it also has a few drone on it. Brand new bar that didn't have anything on it. They filled it up that much. And it is full of nectar. They're making honey there too. Okay, so went through the A hive. I found 2 queen cups. There was been no royal jelly or eggs in them, but they weren't there before. So I truly believe in the next 2 weeks, before the end of March, I think that this hive will swarm. Again, it's a smaller hive. It only has about 22 bars that I can open up and allow wax to be built on, because I got a divider board at each end and a little spare room to get in and manipulate the frames. So this hive does swarm every year with and I have no issues with that. That's what I want them to do, and I might need a swarm occasionally, or somebody else will. So I think the hive's gonna be good. So much brood, and that's what we want this time of year. I don't know if you saw it or not there, but I had a little item sitting on the frames of my hive, and at the very end there I used it a little bit, and it is this little fella right here. And I don't know if you can see him in there or not, but there is about 6 or 7 hive beetles sucked up inside there. I would like to say I thought of this, but I did not. There was a gentleman I saw on YouTube. I just saw a small video, and I saw him using something like this to suck up hive beetles. And I thought that is a good idea. So I bought one. You can get them for about 26 bucks on Amazon. This was my first trial today. I think it's got possibilities. I ended up putting some 1/8 inch screen on the end so I wouldn't suck up any bees, but that actually prevented me from sucking the hive beetles up very quickly. So I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna probably take a heat gun and maybe try to squeeze this here snorkel, whatever you wanna call it, a little tighter, just so the hive beetles, perfect to suck them up and not pull a bee inside there. I think it's gonna work. It's got a really low vacuum, so I don't see any really issues of hurting bees. But if I can catch hive beetles and end up getting them into this little container and dumping them in some soapy water or smashing them, it's the way to go. I do use my hive tool to smash them, but you know how quick these little boogers are, and they can get away so easy and fly, that I do believe if I get this mastered here, it's gonna be the way to get rid of these hive beetles. So give it a shot, maybe it'll work for you. I thought it was a very good idea. As always, continue watching, have a good day, and God bless.